Hey folks, Troy Sacco here from Generous Property, bringing you your April 2025 real estate market update for beautiful Sarasota County. If you're buying, selling, or just curious about what really happens in the market, you're in the right place. Now, before we jump in, do me a quick favor. Hit the subscribe button and give that little bell a tap so you don't miss next month's update. All right, let's get into it. Well, let's start first with single-family homes. In March, we saw 817 closed sales. That's actually up 13% compared to last year. That's good movement in the market. Activity is solid and buyers are still showing up. But here's the twist. Prices are down. The median sale price dropped to $469,450, which is an 8.8% decrease year over year. So while demand is steady, the pricing is cooling off a bit. We're not seeing that frenzy we had back in 2021 or 2022. Now check this out. Active inventory has climbed to 4,412 listings. That's a big jump, and it's giving buyers a lot more to look at. The month supply of inventory rose to 6.9 months. And in real estate terms, 6 months is a balanced market. So when we hit 6.9, we're starting to tip toward a buyer's market. That means the competition between sellers is getting a little tighter and buyers have a bit more room to negotiate. Median time to contract was 40 days, which is still healthy, but again, it shows that homes aren't flying off the shelf overnight anymore. Next, let's talk about the condo and townhome market. We had 324 closed sales, which is down 19.8% from this time last year. Now that might sound like a sharp drop, but with interest rates still bouncing around and inventory climbing, that's not unexpected. Median sale price came in at $346,500, down 10.2% year over year. So this segment is also suffering in terms of pricing. Buyers here are starting to gain the upper hand. In fact, active inventory rose to 2,714 listings, which brings us to a 9.7 month supply of inventory. That's a clear indicator that we are deep into the buyer's market territory for condos and townhomes. If you're a buyer who wants low maintenance living, this could be your time. Homes in this segment are taking about 46 days to go under contract, which is fairly stable, but definitely slower than a seller's market pace. Now let's zoom into the luxury market. And by luxury, we are talking about properties priced over $1 million. That includes single-family homes, condos, villas, and townhomes. We had 164 closed sales in March. That's a 6.3% drop from last year. The median sale price in the luxury segment was $1,562,500, which is down 2.3% year over year. Not a huge dip, but it shows the market is adjusting even at the high end. What really stands out here is the inventory. We're up to 1,319 active listings, which is a 28% increase. That's a lot of new options hitting the market, and it's pushing the month supply of inventory to 10.5 months. That's a very strong buyer's market. Luxury homes are sitting a bit longer too. 29 days on market, same as last year, but buyers now have more leverage. And sellers, they're getting 94.2% of their original list price, down slightly from 95.1% last year. So while homes are still selling, they're not commanding quite as much as they were. So what does this all mean? If you're a seller, it's time to be strategic. Price your home right from the start. Overpricing in this market will cost you time and eventually money. You're competing with a growing inventory pool, and you need to know that. The homes that are clean, updated, and marketed well, they're still moving. And for buyers, this could be your window. You've got more options now. Prices are softening in most categories, and sellers are increasingly open to negotiation. If you've been waiting on the sidelines, this might be the nudge you need to jump in. All right, folks, that's your Sarasota County market update for April 2025. If you're curious about your specific neighborhood or you want to know what your home could sell for in today's market, we'd be happy to help. And remember, the more you focus on the good, the more good comes into your life. I'll see you around town.